Welcome back to the Lynn Miller Room. This edition of the Eagles Sports Coaches Show. Jaime Gordon has joined us, and Coach, it continues to roll. 2 more weeks, 2 more wins over the weekend. Tech and Jacksonville State.
Yeah, it was kind of the end of a little bit of a road trip. We had 4 straight on the road. We were very fortunate enough to come out with a couple of wins, and actually to do it nicely in straight sets was good. We played a very scrappy Tennessee Tech team on Friday night. I would say did not play our best ball of the season, but we're able to scrounge enough to get enough points to win. But then went down to Jacksonville State, always a difficult transition just because of the travel that you have to take in between those two places and be well prepared for an afternoon match. And was really pleased with the way that our team responded. We had probably one of our best offensive performances this season against, again, another quality opponent.
Is it very hard for your girls to, as we said, go from a Friday night game to an early Saturday game with all that travel in between?
It's challenging, but we don't complain about it. It's part of the process. Every team that travels to Tech and Jacksonville State have to do the same thing. So you can either kind of sit there and whine about it or say, oh, this is really tough, or you can just take it and say, all right, what do we need to do to be best prepared? And I think our team does a nice job of that.
Yeah, it's not like when they come to what they call it, Death Valley or something. There's the fact that with us and Eastern, they're only an hour in between. So let's go through that because
Sure.
that's kind of interesting. You get done with Tennessee Tech. What goes on? Do you feed them on the bus?
Yeah, we have dinner literally delivered to the bus, so it's in the bus waiting for them. We shower, tell them to make it real quick. What parents and families that are there, we actually have a great following from our families. They kind of meet the players right at the bus, give a little hugs and say hello, and load up and eat and then try and get some rest on the bus.
So you go from Cookeville, Tennessee, to Jacksonville, Alabama.
Yep.
About 5 hours.
It's about a little over 4 hours.
So you're booking it if you're making it 4.
Yeah, our bus driver does a good job. He takes real good care of us.
So okay, you get done with the match at.
It's about 9:30 by the time we get on the road. We're looking at close to a 1 o'clock arrival at the hotel. So we get them in there, get them settled down, get them up for breakfast just to get the blood flowing. We'll actually do a little stretch, kind of get their bodies prepared, do scouting report, and then we have pregame meal and get right in there. So
A lot better now that Jacksonville, Alabama has a hotel near the campus university because we used to be 30, 35 minutes away.
It used to be a little bit further away, but now the facilities there are great. And as I said, I think our team does a great job of focusing and understanding. Hey, this is a business trip. We've got work to do, and let's get at it.
People don't realize just the challenge of this of the schedule and the grueling part of it now as you head down to your last 4 matches. Of course, 3 matches will be here. Tennessee State coming up in Belmont, and as you said, you just played them a few weeks ago.
Yeah, those guys are, and really Belmont's playing tremendously well. Probably if you look at the last 8 matches of the season, I would say that they're probably the hottest team in the conference. So we're going to have our hands full there, and Tennessee State, really putting some great volleyball together. So what's kind of neat, but also challenging with these next 4 opponents is all 4 of them are going to be in the tournament. All 4 of them are capable of knocking anybody off in the conference. So we really have to be prepared, and we're working hard this week on getting better.
Friday, Tennessee State at 7 o'clock. So this is kind of a big Friday because you have the women's basketball at noon. You have the volleyball at 7, and then all day it seems like Saturday with the fact that Belmont at 5. That's after the football game and before the men's basketball game.
Absolutely. So it's a perfect weekend for Eagle fans. You get women's basketball, a couple volleyball games, men's basketball, football, and then you got the opportunity to watch soccer on the OVC network as they compete in the OVC tournament.
Your last road game will be on Tuesday, the 12th, and you travel to Eastern Kentucky. So, the way the schedule works out, basically you're at home the rest of the season, which is good. But I guess senior day scheduled for November 16th against Austin Peay.
Yes. We'll be honoring two great seniors and that have really had a tremendous career. If we can do some good things this weekend, we have the opportunity to win the regular season title. We have the opportunity to do that actually on Friday night, and those two seniors have had the pleasure of winning that conference title all three of their previous years, and this would make the fourth one.
And if you win the OVC regular season, you get to host it, which is always a big thing.
That's a huge advantage, and so we're working really hard on trying to finish off strong and hopefully have the opportunity to host.
Once again, Tennessee State coming up Friday night at 7 o'clock at Weatherby Gym, 5 o'clock on Saturday against Belmont. So recapping all the events, women's basketball at noon on Friday, volleyball at 7 o'clock against Tennessee State. 1 o'clock kickoff, Morehead State, San Diego, and PFL football action. Then you have 5 o'clock against Belmont in volleyball action, 7 o'clock against Mid-Continent in men's basketball action. Almost right?
Yep, I think you got it.
All right. Jamie, always a pleasure. Good luck.
All right, thanks, Jason.
Jamie Gordon, volleyball coach here at Morehead State University. Back with more. This is the Eagle Sports Coaches Show.